Hey guys, this is Scott Horn, and this video is going to talk a little bit about escrow and escrow fees and what they are. So if you find this video helpful, take a minute and like the video. Don't forget to comment below, and never forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So in the closing world, and by the way, that could be title or non-title type closings, there are usually several fees involved. Now, over in the title world, you have fees such as for your title policy, if one is being issued. And typically along with a title policy fee, which differs state to state to state, you're going to have some type of a tax certificate to verify and validate that property taxes are being paid or what their status is. Now, beyond those two fees, which are your basic title fees, there may be some small governmental type fees that are charged on a state by state basis, and these are usually pretty small, $2, $3, things like that on a per file basis. And obviously on any file you run into, there are going to be recording fees, and again, every state's a little bit different out there. Now, those fees are your basic fees, and oftentimes in the industry, people call a closing escrow. It's the close of escrow. And all that is the name, in my opinion. Now, when you go to a closing, whether it's at a law firm or whether it's at a title company, in addition to the issuance of title insurance, if any, you're going to run into a document drafting fee. And that's going to be a fee drafted for the conveyance of the property. Maybe it's as simple as a deed only. If there's an existing mortgage, maybe there's a need to release that mortgage. If you're getting a new mortgage, whether it's from a private lender, mortgage company, hard money lender, whatever, then those lenders are going to have certain fees, or their attorneys certain fees for drafting the paperwork for that transaction. Then you're going to turn around and there is a fee called an escrow fee. And the escrow fee is there to handle the financial side of the transaction and really the closing process overall. The transfer, the receiving of money in from the lender, the paying out to a mortgage company, the payment out to maybe various other lien holders that need to be paid off, and maybe to the seller, multiple sellers and things like that along the way. And those fees can vary state by state and even city by city, and even different fees within the city based upon the value of the property and oftentimes the amount of transactions being done. Normally in a standard residential type transaction, there is usually a mortgage coming into the title company or the closing agent, and there's usually a fee to be paid to the lender, and then you're going to pay usually two fees to the realtors, with the balance going to the seller. So almost minimum, there are 4 checks being issued for some type of fees being incurred, not including the recording fees that have to be paid. So when you think about the time involved to structure all these checks, make sure they're right, get them mailed out, things of this nature, there's some time involved. That's what these escrow fees are primarily involved with. And so when you go into a closing, it's important to know what to expect, what to look for. In most states, you can look up the escrow fees of the company closing. In some states, you can't. Pretty much in all states, you can look up the cost of title evidence and what that's going to be no matter what the size of your property is. I've learned, for instance, in Arizona, there is a rate filing with the state that you can go to and look up exactly what the fees are, so you can get a very good determination on what your costs and expenses may be, whether you're buying or selling a home. So I hope this helped you guys out understanding just some basic fees that pop up in a closing for a real estate transaction, whether it's a legal closing at a law office or a title closing in a title company. They're all going to have various fees along the way. So if you found it helpful, take a minute and like the video. Don't forget to comment below. We'll do our best to answer those for you. And don't forget to take a moment and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.